men think they can just pick any hairstyle that they want. This is completely wrong. The hairstyle that you pick needs to be the right hairstyle for your specific face shape. So today, I'm gonna go over every single face shape and give you the best and the worst hairstyle for every single one. So for the first face shape, we have the oval face shape. An oval face shape is very balanced, very symmetrical. Your forehead is slightly wider than your chin. You have a rounded jawline, and the face is typically longer than it is wide. So the first best hairstyle for this face shape is the textured French crop. The textured French crop is perfect for the oval face shape because it enhances that natural symmetrical and balanced look that the oval face shape has. And having that textured French crop will just give it that awesome definition and volume and texture that your face shape desperately needs. Hairstyle number 2, we have the curtain fringe, which is sort of like what I got going on right here. And this hairstyle is good for the oval face shape because it just frames the face so evenly, and since your face is symmetrical, apart straight down the middle with two sides makes it even more balanced and symmetrical, making it look super stylish and super clean. The third best hairstyle for this face shape is long layered waves. This hairstyle is gonna give you that volume and waviness and movement. But did you guys notice anything about all these best hairstyles? That's right, they all need some sort of texture or volume to them, because let's move on to the 2 hairstyles that you should not rock if you have this oval face shape. Number 1, like I said, anything that is not volumized or texturized, so anything that is flat. If you're rocking a flat hairstyle, honestly, with any face shape nowadays, what are you doing? But specifically with this face shape, if you have a flat hairstyle, this will actually elongate your face, so you'll no longer have that nice symmetrical look. And then the next thing you should completely avoid is anything with bangs, because this will also just ruin that symmetrical look, because when you have bangs, this will actually shorten your face and completely destroy that natural balance that your face had. Face shape number 2, we have the round face shape. So the round face shape obviously has a pretty circular appearance to it. It has pretty similar measurements both horizontally and vertically. It's got a pretty soft and curved jawline with not really any angular features at all. Very smooth all around, no sharp angles anywhere, which means if you are someone with a round face shape, you might have been called having a baby face before. But these hairstyles will help with that. Starting with the first best hairstyle, we have the angular fringe. So just think of like a normal fringe, but have that fringe at a diagonal line across the forehead. The reason you're gonna wanna do this at an angle is to give off the illusion of length and angles, which will then balance out that round face. The second best hairstyle you can rock with a round face shape is literally any hairstyle that is asymmetrical. So completely unlike the oval face shape. And the reason you're going to want to do this with a round face shape is because you actually want to break that symmetry in your round face. It's not necessarily a good thing. You want to elongate your face, unless you for some reason want to be stuck with a baby face. I mean, you do you at the end of the day. But any hairstyle where one side is longer than the other will be amazing for a round face shape. But the third best hairstyle for this face shape is the sculpted quiff. This hairstyle is perfect for a round face shape because it'll give you that height and volume, which everyone with a round face shape needs. And this will actually give off the illusion that your face has more definition. But a hairstyle that won't give off that illusion is a center part, which is the first hairstyle you should avoid if you have a round face shape. The only thing a middle part is going to do is enhance that roundness of your face. And it's pretty obvious at this point, we don't want that. And then the second worst hairstyle for this face shape is anything that's flat and like a one length hairstyle. I mean, bro, you're not giving your hair any definition, any volume, no height, no angles, so your face is gonna look even more round. And then the third worst hairstyle is anything with volume on the side. The goal of a round face shape is not to make your face look even wider, it's to elongate it, make it look longer. But if you're rocking a hairstyle that has volume on either side of your hair, that's just making it look wider, which we don't want. Face shape number 3, we have the square face shape. The square face shape has a strong angular jawline, super well defined. The width of the forehead is pretty similar to the jawline, and the face length and width is pretty equal, which just kind of gives it that like boxy appearance. So the best hairstyle for this face shape is the side swept fringe. And you want to make sure your side swept fringe is layered, because this will add some softness and some movement that your face shape desperately needs. This hairstyle will really help break those strong angular features your face has, and it'll help your face appear more like an oval face shape. But the second best hairstyle for this face shape is medium length waves, because it will give it that relaxed kind of soft look, which again will kind of soften those extremely angular features on your face. And I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to rock some amazing waves? The third best hairstyle for this face shape is the classic pompadour with a soft fade on the side. So a pompadour will obviously elongate the face, elevate the height, and the reason you should get a soft fade with this is because a soft fade will help balance out those angular features that your square face has. What won't help balance out those features is the worst hairstyle for this face shape, which is anything sharp, geometric, super tight hairstyles. Anything with like a flat top or a boxy cut is a complete no-go for this face shape. The second worst hairstyle for this face shape is anything that is super short. Hairstyles that are super short are just gonna make your jawline and your forehead stick out, which will just make your face look even more square than it is. Unless I guess you want to look like Minecraft Steve or like a Giga Chad, I'd say don't rock anything short. And then the third worst hairstyle is a middle part. This will just make your face look even more boxy, so instead of a middle part, I highly recommend a side part. A side part will help break that symmetry that your square face has. Now let's move on to the rectangular or oblong face shape. This face shape is significantly longer than it is wide. This face has very little curves. The sides of the face are very straight, has a very high forehead, which makes the face appear even longer. So the best hairstyle for this face shape is a side part with wave. So this hairstyle will help balance that length of your face by adding some volume to the sides, and it'll help give you a more proportionate appearance. The second best hairstyle for this face shape is a medium length, kind of messy, tousled wave look. This hairstyle really helps add some texture and some width, and it'll help break up the length of your face and help give it a more balanced look. Hairstyle number 3 is the curtain bang. This will help shorten the appearance of your longer face. This will help draw attention to the side and add some volume at the forehead level, which works perfect for this face shape. But what you don't want for this face shape is anything with a high volume, like a quiff, a pompadour, anything that just elongates your face even more. But on the flip side, you also don't want anything that is super flat, because you need to make sure you're adding some sort of volume or texture to the side to give off that illusion of a wider face. And the third worst hairstyle for this face shape is anything super long and straight. If you're gonna go with long hair, at least make sure it's kind of curly or at least wavy, because if your long hair is just straight, it's just gonna drag the face down, which then just emphasizes its length. Now let's move on to the diamond face shape. So both the forehead and jawline are more narrowed than the cheekbones, because the widest part of your face is the cheekbone, which is what makes it give off that diamond face shape. So the best hairstyle for this face shape is the textured Caesar cut. This will add some width to your forehead, and the textured top will add some volume, and it'll help break up the strong cheekbone. The second best hairstyle is the curly top with some tapered sides. The curls will really help add some volume and some width, while the tapered sides will help keep the attention on the top of your hair without making your ears stick out. The third best hairstyle is a soft mohawk. No, like nothing like a super spiky mohawk, I'm not saying that, but a nice soft mohawk, maybe with some textured sides, because because this will add some height and some width at the top without making the sides look too short, and it will just help balance the face's proportion. But you want to make sure your sides aren't overly short, which is the first hairstyle you must avoid with this face shape. Very short sides can make the cheekbones even wider and the ears even more prominent. The second worst hairstyle is anything that is flat. This will just make your face look more angular and just highlight those super wide cheekbones. Now let's move on to the heart face shape. The heart face shape, the forehead is the widest part of the face. And from the forehead, your face will actually taper down into your jawline, which leads to a more pointy chin. So the best hairstyle for this face shape is a soft layered frame. This hairstyle will help soften the forehead width and just help create a more balanced look by adding some volume around the jawline. The second best hairstyle is the textured crop with some side bangs. The reason you want some side bangs is this will help draw attention away from the forehead and it'll help add some volume to the sides, which will overall balance the face shape. The third best hairstyle is some loose waves with a side part. So I'm talking about medium to maybe even longer kind of hair and putting that hair into a side part. And when you add waviness to that, that'll help add some volume and some movement, and having a nice long side part will help reduce that appearance of having a wide forehead. The number one hairstyle you must avoid with this face shape is any tight slick backed hairstyle. This will just emphasize the width of your forehead and make your chin appear even more narrow than it is. The second worst hairstyle is anything with high volume on the top. This will completely unbalance your face, making your forehead look even wider and your chin even more narrow. And once again, this is the worst hairstyle for every single face shape, anything that's flat. Guys, I think the main takeaway of this video is do not have flat hair. Add some texture, add some volume, because any hairstyle that is flat isn't gonna do anything to your face shape. It's actually just gonna highlight the things you don't want highlighted about your face shape. For the final face shape, we have the triangle face shape. For this face shape, the jawline is the widest part and it has a strong, pretty angular appearance to it. And the forehead is usually pretty narrow, especially when compared to the jawline, which then creates that triangle look. So the best hairstyle for this face shape is the asymmetrical side part. This hairstyle will help break up that symmetry and add some width to your forehead, which will draw attention away from your jawline. The second best hairstyle is soft waves with some volume. The waves will add some width and some movement and will help balance the narrow forehead with the wider jawline. And then the third best hairstyle is the angular fringe with some volume. This again will just help add some width to your forehead and soften that strong jawline, which will just help create more of like a balanced face shape. But guess what hairstyle won't help balance your face shape? I'm gonna leave this up to you. Have you guessed it yet? Of course, it's the flat hairstyles. Guys, do not rock a flat hairstyle. This will just emphasize on that super angular jawline you have, which you probably don't want. The second thing you don't want is anything with short, tight sides. This will just accentuate that width of your jawline and make your forehead appear even more narrow. And this third one, I want to put it in here even though it's not technically a hairstyle, but do not rock a beard or a goatee. This will usually just draw attention to your jawline, which will make your face look even more triangular. And that right there, guys, is every single face shape and the best hairstyles for that face shape, and also the hairstyles you must avoid. I'll see y'all in the next one.